everyone, I am Mary Grace V. Saison and I will be your teacher for your lesson today. Our objective visualizes and illustrates the perimeter of any given plane figure in different situations. Hi kids! I am Teacher Grace and I am excited to teach you the concept about perimeter. Our lesson for today is to visualize and illustrate the perimeter of any given plane figure in different situations. First, let's define what a perimeter is. Perimeter is what we call the distance around the plane figure. Simply, it's the total length of the sides of a figure. How is perimeter used in real-life situations? Let's have some examples. Are you familiar about this game? That's right. He is playing soccer. Soccer, called football in most countries, is known to be one of the most popular team sports in the world. And this is played on a rectangular large grass field with a goal at each end. I am going to use this soccer field to visualize perimeter. As you know, a soccer field is shaped like a rectangle and has 4 sides. Well, if you run around the soccer field or along the edge of the rectangle, and sum up the length of each side you run, you'd be figuring out the perimeter. See that red line going around the field? That's perimeter. Run along the red line and measure how far you've gone. This shows the perimeter of the soccer field. Another example, Lito plans to fence his vegetable garden to keep them safe from animals. Let's help Lito find out how many meters of fence he will need. To do that, he needs to find the perimeter of the vegetable garden by finding the distance around it. He can find the perimeter by measuring each side and adding the lengths together. Hence, he can figure out how much fencing he needs to put around it. Here's another situation. Your family went to a park for a picnic. While preparing the food, you notice that ants are walking around your picnic mat. How far you think the ants walked around its perimeter? In this situation, the total distance walked by ants around the picnic mat is what we call the perimeter. Again, you can measure each side of the picnic mat and add all the sides to find the perimeter. Get a ruler and let's find the perimeter of an object with small regular shape. You can also find the perimeter of small things. I have here a button in a triangular shape. How can we find its perimeter? We can find its perimeter using a ruler. Use the ruler to measure the sides of the button. The length of the first side measures 6 centimeters. The second side measures 6 centimeters. And the third side also measures 6 centimeters. To find the perimeter, add all the sides. The perimeter will be 6 centimeters plus 6 centimeters plus 6 centimeters is equal to 18 centimeters. So, using the ruler, the perimeter of the triangular button is 18 centimeters. Let's have another example. You and your brother are making a card for your parents. Then, both of you decided to put a ribbon around the card to make it attractive. How many centimeters of ribbon will you put around the card? Will the length of the ribbon be the same with the perimeter of the card? To find the perimeter of a shape, we can also use strings or yarn by placing it exactly along the boundary of the shape once. The total length of the string used along the boundary is the perimeter of the shape. In our example, the perimeter of the card is the measure of the length of the ribbon used around the card. We can use ruler to measure its length. The length of the ribbon is 46 centimeters. Thus, the perimeter of the card is 46 centimeters. Perimeter is being applied in our everyday life, even when you don't realize it. Actually, perimeter is everywhere. We can find the perimeter of things all around us. Before we end this lesson, let us remember that perimeter is the distance around the plane figure. We can visualize and illustrate the perimeter of any given plane figure in different situations by measuring the sides, using illustrations, or by tracing. And that ends our lesson for today. Did you understand it very well? If not, you may go back to the lesson presented in your module, or you may play this video again. If today's lesson is very clear to you, congratulations! You may now answer the exercises in your module. Good luck!